Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Wolfpack head coach told me before the game, this is going to be a big challenge today. They have a great team coming in here, but he said, I am confident in our ability to handle that. We've got the best crowd in college football. They make every game a home field advantage. He said, I feel great that the crowd is behind us here today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. So the Auburn Tigers offense will have the opening possession of the game. And now we take a look at Nate Shepard. What a game he had last time out. Found pay dirt 3 times, just under 100 yards in their win.
And he has been as advertised. You're talking about him being a star coming into the season and through the first part of the season. He's toting the mail. He's doing it all for this squad. Last week you saw him put up big numbers. It starts and ends handing the ball to the... Setting the tone, Jesse, for this offense.
He looks bigger and faster to me, and I wasn't sure he could be that after how good he was a season ago. But this guy spent a lot of time in the gym and out running in the offseason. And the incredible part is he's putting so much production out every single game. When the defense knows he's getting the ball each and every play, it still doesn't matter. At this point, nobody can stop him.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Auburn lines up quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Punt is on its way. Trying to take it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So NC State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Here's a guy who grew up in football, son of a coach, Kalen Chudzinski. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays. Hits the hole. It's Scott. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's a give to Joyner. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air, it's Bailey. Back's got it on the screen. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And it's decision time on this first drive. And I choose aggressiveness, right? Set the tone in this football game. You got a 4th and short situation. Trying to get points on this drive. Establish yourself. Be aggressive here on this 4th down.
He's not quite going to get there. They'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the tackle, and gets the big 4th down stop.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Quarterback keep. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Push is ahead. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
NC State a lot of freedom to do anything here on 2nd and inches. Right back to the well. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Moves the pocket. It's Bailey. Right side, it's Scott. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Handoff to Joyner. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Still looking. He'll pull it down and run. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Going over the top. Touchdown, Wolfpack. What a grab in the end zone for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here comes the Auburn offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. In the backfield, it's Eccles. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Second down, gonna throw it. They're all over him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Follows his blocks. It's Scott. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Joyner. On his feet at the 40. Breaks into the open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. NC State, after that explosive run, might go right back to the well. Sells the run, looking to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Run in the red zone, it's Lewis. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
On 3rd and And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, NC State.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
NC State might want to keep slinging it after that last big play. They'll give it to Joyner. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Powers inside. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. Handoff to Joyner. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Finds his target, and he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be 1st down. NC State needs to take advantage of this red zone trip. left, it's Joyner. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Wants to keep it in the air. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. 1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll run with Joyner. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. 2nd and goal coming up. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And I like the play call, like being aggressive on offense. 2nd inches, you still got a 3rd down coming, but the defense, great job being ready for the pass. Wasn't fooled, got the sack, now set up a better 3rd down situation for him.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Quick strike through the air for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring this one out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Makes the grab. It's Gregory. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Auburn lines up quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Makes the grab. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the 1st down.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a...
Makes the grab in their space. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the 2nd half.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. 2nd down, going to throw it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. You put it all on display on that sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Out wide right, it's Eccles. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Left side is Kane. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. From the gun. Throws to the wideout. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Needing a conversion, Auburn comes to the line on 4th. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Ripping through the defense. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. From the gun. Rush right in his face. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And earlier this offense had to settle for 3. Nice job finishing the half, punching it in the end zone, cutting into this lead, and gaining the momentum in the football game.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Looking for a crease, it's Lewis. Got room at the 35. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. At midfield, he's got room. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He's got enough. It's a seam wide. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Cal taking on the number 13 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Golden Bears coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. And now to your game at Jordan-Hare Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jordan-Hare.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We are just about ready to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Catching up with Coach Brent Key at halftime. He needs more from his team in the second half. Even though they've got the big lead, they want to continue to set the tone early in the season that they are a team that can finish strong. He reminded them it's a 0-0 score here to start the third quarter. Despite the big lead, we are not taking our foot off the gas.
Appreciate that, Holly. Rides to the back. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Straight ahead, it's Joyner. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Breaks the tackle. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing them up against this offense.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right side, it's Joyner. Turning it on. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Wolfpack hoping to pay off this red zone trip. Going to the run, it's Gauze. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Incomplete, going for the touchdown, but instead I think they're going to have to wear a penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun, it's Scott. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Got the quick completion. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Keeps it on the bootleg. Here comes the heat. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Hits inside. It's Shepard. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown. Makes a grab and room to run. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Handoff, Joyner running left. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Trying to run, it's Scott. Got a little grass. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that
lead. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, or maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Looking for the goal line, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll line up for a second down play. The run inside. It's Shepard. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Props and kudos to that defender. That is a dangerous wide receiver. Catching that pass on third down off the RPO fake. Nice job by the defender, getting him down, tackling the catch, setting up fourth.
Calls for the fair catch, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul.
They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Wants to throw one first. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Making his first move. Oh, what a move to get open. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll move the tight end. On the run, it's Scott.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He leaves it with the back, and he's brought down after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Moving the pocket, it's Bailey. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Quick catch. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're looking for from the defense. You're expecting runs, 2nd and goal. Got to find a way. You can't give an inch. This part of the field, this yard marker right here.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wolfpack. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Long way to go on 2nd down. Hand off Gibson, working left. Down he goes.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Motion from the wide receiver. Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass that could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They are going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
At the 45 on his way. There he goes. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Sets his feet. It's Bailey. Finds his big tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. How good have they been on 3rd down today, and another opportunity here on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone, and they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Fielded in the... and he pumps it up inside the 20. Scooped and scored. Touchdown, NC State. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. They punt it away on 4th down. On the return. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Using his legs, it's Scott. All over him immediately. Don't want to get carried away. It's still early, but that was an impressive performance to go to 3-0. What do you think? How good is this team, David?
I love when you say you don't want to get carried away. But, you know why you say but? Because we're going to get carried away. Great start. This is what we do. We're going to react to what we